Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have another winter Christmas card, however you choose to use it. I am using one of my favorite color combinations for holiday cards, which is Night of Navy and Whisper White. Sometimes I even incorporate silver, which I love, but today we're going to just stick to this, but there's a lot of shimmer going on here in this card. I hope you can see that. I'm using the Frost White Shimmer paint, which I love, to create this in many ways. So let's go ahead and jump in. For our card base, we are using a piece of Night of Navy. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now I have created my own background with the shimmer paint, so you can see that here. I have pre-done one just for the drying, because it can smudge. You can heat set it with your heat tool if you'd like, but you still kind of have to be careful. So I just took a paintbrush, dipped that into the cap of my shimmer paint, and just tapped it. And that's how I got this very delicate background, like falling snow. So very fun. We're also going to cut our trees and our slope. So I've pre-done our slope, our drift of snow, because I've also taken this and used shimmer paint on it. And this is where we're going to put our sentiment. But we'll go ahead and cut all of our trees on the Big Shot right now. So I have my magnetic platform and precision base plate in here. I have a few pieces of Whisper White, and I have our adhesive sheet on the back of this for the trees, just to make that very easy to get those to adhere. And then I have another piece of Whisper White that we'll use for the other tree. So you can get all of those done at once. Let me bring this down so we have that. We'll run this through. And I'm going to run that back just for those trees. Okay, let's get rid of our Big Shot. Sometimes I have no problem at all, but the second I got on camera, there went that. So let's pull it. So that one came off just fine. Alright, and then I'm going to use my little piercing tool to poke out. Really are a lifesaver, those adhesive sheets, especially with stuff like this. There we go. Okay, so there's our one tree. Alright, and then we can pop out this tree. I'm going to use my tool here as well to help lift that. This one is so fun because of all these pieces that you can bend out and make it look 3D. That's one of my favorite parts. Okay. Alright, so also I wanted to mention, to cut your snowdrift, the die in the bundle is not 5.5 inches. So you can, I just cut, you know, I had a scrap piece, and you can use each side, right? So you get two pieces out of it. And I just used my scissors to finish off the line. You could move the die and run it through the Big Shot again. That would work as well. So just a heads up with that. Let's go ahead. I'm going to kind of position this so I can kind of see where my sentiment is going to go. I'm going to leave my tree over here on this side. Whoops, I keep sticking to my fingers. And then, yeah, I should be able to position my sentiment about there. So let me pull this away. I'm going to leave that there for myself as a guide. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp this. And then I'm going to use my heat tool. I found that because it's got the shimmer paint and then we do the ink, it'll smudge very easily. So I'm going to try to avoid that by stamping it and then using my heat tool. Gorgeous. Okay. Clean that stamp. So I have my heat tool here off to the side. Doesn't quite reach We're going to put it on high and dry this. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to add some adhesive here to the back. This is such a beautiful bundle. The trees are just gorgeous, and you know, you can layer it with so many other sets. So it's definitely a must-have. Alright, let's lay this down. Okay, I'm going to flip that and just give it a press that way. Alright, now I could have layered one of my trees behind, and I actually did that on a few of them. If I remember, I tend to do that. But this one's we'll just put on the front. So I'm going to take this one that already has the backing that's off of it. I'm going to lay this one down first. And we're going to go here on the edge of our card. And so in case I didn't mention, I've also done the shimmer paint. So you can see that in my original sample, hopefully, over this. So you can just take your tree like this. Let me shake up my shimmer paint. You guys know I've been enjoying this paint. It's so fun. And then I'm just going to put that right over. And it just gives it a beautiful sparkle. And I enjoy getting shimmer paint all over myself, as you can see. Alright, let me find my tissue here to dry this off. Alright, we'll give that a moment to dry. And then we'll go ahead and continue. So with our tree, I'm going to use glue dots. Maybe I'll use my liquid glue this time. Yeah, I think we will. I could put glue dots in just a few spots. You don't want to put any adhesive on the cut pieces down the middle because you want those to be able to move. So you can add, you know, adhesive other places. Whoops. So up along the sides is good, just like that. Okay, and then we'll lay this down. That looks perfect. Okay, and I'm just going to give that a block and let that set there and hold. I think we'll go ahead and do our envelope real quick while those couple pieces are drying. So I have a piece, I have my Whisper White medium envelope, and I have the set of trees from this set. I'm going to open up my Night of Navy, and I'm just going to ink a portion of them. So I'm taking about that much. Probably not even going to need that many. Just make sure, yeah, you've got it all inked. And then I'm going to just stamp right off the edge of the envelope here. Give that a nice press. This would be a great card, guys, to mass produce as well. I highly suggest using your Stamparatus, especially for the snowdrift. If you cut a bunch of those, you can just put your sentiment in there and just keep stamping them, and they will be beautiful and quick. You always want to think, you know, how, especially if you're doing a lot of Christmas cards like I do, how you can get a lot done. So let's go ahead and peel the adhesive backing off of our other tree. Beautiful. Put the shimmer paint, and I think I'm going to overlap them just like that. I love it. Alright, and then for this one, I'm going to take my paper piercer, and if I just bend my card base just like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then I am going to take that paintbrush that I used to create the back ground, And I'm just going to add a little bit more. Whole nother layer of dimension to the card. You could kind of go, you know, around the edges a little, like that. Love it. Gorgeous. Alright guys, so that completes today's card. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I hope you do try out this shimmer paint and these techniques. You can find a full supply list in the description of the video, and you can use this month's host code if your order is under $150, and I will definitely send you a thank you package as soon as I return from Orlando, since I'm away this week at the Stampin' Up! Onstage Conference, which is one of the perks of being a demo. We get to see new products, the catalog. So excited. So I look forward to being back with you guys real soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.